What's up, community? Excited to see everyone. And oh boy, I have a lot to show you today. So a lot of things are different. Okay, so the camera is different, the microphone is different, everything is different, including the scenes around you. So I've literally changed everything. I've also invested a lot on Kick during the weekend, another streaming platform I'm streaming for. Excited to see you all, though. Streaming a little bit early today. It's Sunday, outside of the usually streaming schedule. That's intentional, so I want to try this streaming setup. And at the same time, I have some open source grinding to do, so I think it's just a perfect moment. Okay? Ian, what's up? From Beja, Portugal. Nice to see you, dude. How you doing? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Mateus Jr. is nice to see you, too. CV Timal, Jonas, and, excited to see everyone. Jason Baggs, how you doing, dude? I was not expecting you to see on my stream. That being said, welcome back. Keela Nini saying the following: 2 hours from the previous stream. That's right. I've streamed, I think the last stream was Friday, I think, and that was 2 hours. Let me know what you think about the new setup, by the way. So we have literally a new camera, new lighting. The scenes are different too. Should be a little bit more space for doing things too. So I think it'll be fun. Kiss is saying the following: luckily I saw you before I went to sleep. Oh, what time is in your place? Which cam did you get? Oh, so I actually had this, what is the name of this? Elgato face cam around. So it was literally on the floor This is how noob I am with streaming setups, okay? So I bought this camera, this face camera Elgato, and I put it on my laptop. And the focus was not working, so I just basically almost put it on the trash. That's how bad I am with cameras because I thought the camera was broken or the camera was bad quality. But then I asked a friend of mine, he told me that the focus thing is coming from the autofocus situation, and you should disable autofocus. So basically, it doesn't do that thing. So I went to the setup of the camera, I disabled autofocus, and now it's just perfect. Literally perfect. Let me know how the live stream is in terms of buffering too. So I've increased the bit rate a little bit. It's now up to 4,000 in terms of bit rate. So the quality should actually be good. Let me know what you see, you guys on Twitch, YouTube, Kik, TikTok, and more. That being said, today will be some open source grinding. Okay, open source grinding. That's right. It's midnight, dude. It's crazy, man. Anyways, hope you enjoy a little bit of the stream today. Today will be a little bit more quiet than usual, meaning that I'm gonna do some open source grinding, so will be less fun than usual, more actually work. But you are free to stick around if you also enjoy that, okay? So we'll feel way less than a tutorial. We'll be just literally grinding, working, just understanding a little bit of the issues I have to work on past V4. But yeah, that being said, let's just jump into some code sharing. This scene is also fully different now. I know, it's just awesome. I worked like literally for 2 days on this scene. So what do we have here? Below me, right here, you have the sponsor of the channel. And at the moment, we have two main sponsors, Laracast and PHP Storm. All the way up, you see the number of subscribers of my YouTube channel. Okay? This is the number of subscribers of my YouTube channel, all the way up. And hopefully, with this counter right here, will prompt people to subscribe my channel. So if you watch me from the YouTube channel and you are not subscribed yet, if you click on the subscribe button, if it works, this thing right here will go all the way up, okay? Can we make more filament? Absolutely. So, I promised you guys a filament week. And by filament week, I actually meant 3 live streams about filament. And I have done already 1 live stream about filament, and 2 are missing. So basically, I need to do some more live streaming with filament too, Hey, Paulo, nice to see you, dude. And yeah, the microphone should also be better in terms of quality. Anyways, I have published a new YouTube video. I don't know if you guys saw it already. So if you guys enjoy code reviews, be sure to check out my latest YouTube video, which was literally a full code review. If you guys enjoy that type of content, just go there and let me know what you think. Today, I'm going to work on past plugin browsers. So I'm going to do actually open source grinding. So I have to work on that, which is a little bit, I don't know. It's annoying. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. Something I'm noticing is that the chat is literally not going away. So I need to fix that. All right. So let me see, because I've literally worked, kind of from scratch on my YouTube, on my Streamlabs scenes, and I may have broken a few things in the process. So the chatbot is not moving, meaning that you guys see this all the way up, meaning that you guys are adding comments and they are not disappearing. This is not intentional, so I need to fix this, okay? And I think I already know what it is. Let me see. Let me go all the way down. Ba ba boom, boom boom bam. It might be this, actually. Okay, can you guys write something on the chat if you can, please? Typically, your message will stay for 10 seconds, and I think that's intentional. Okay, thank you for that message. All right, normally this messages you guys are seeing right now, all the way top, they should disappear after 10 seconds. Oh no, I think it's broken again. They are not disappearing, like Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's been way more than 10 seconds. It's still not disappearing. So I have this hide delay. I thought it was that. Always show messages. Okay, now it must be good. All right, go again. Write something on the chat again, chat. Now it should be good, I think. You can type something indeed, CVTML. Not something. Okay, let's see this one. So not something should disappear in 10 seconds. If it doesn't, we have another problem. Bam, 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 bam. Here we go. Here we go. It's working, chat. Perfect. Perfect. Diwali is saying the following: sometime I would really like to help, but I don't want to ask to have your account data. Oh, you mean on Streamlabs? Yeah, I don't know, man. Streamlabs is kind of sensitive a little bit. If I give you access to my Streamlab account, you can pretty much stream to every single platform I own, which is, is something I'm not willing to give, I think. Andrew is saying the following: how can I test pages with iframes on a past plugin browser? Well, actually, we are going to work on that today. Okay, that's something we are going to work on today. It's one of the issues we need to fix today. Boom. Here we go. Adds the ability to test iframes. So we are going to work on this. It's mainly making sure the API is the same as past plugin browser, and then making sure I agree with everything. So this is one of the pull requests we have to work on. Okay. Simula, what's up from Afghanistan? Nice to see you and welcome to the live stream today. Diabal is saying the following: it should maybe Streamlabs have some good alternatives with some stuff. Yeah, man, honestly, I'm looking for help. At some point I need an editor for my channel. And Diabal, if you are good with editing, I would be down to giving you, a shot on that, and I will pay you for that too. I'm looking for an editor, but an editor that knows how to code, which is something that I cannot find any. Literally, nobody is able to edit and also do code at the same time, and is willing to do that for me. So, if you guys are willing to do that, but also if you know anyone that is like an editor, but also a coder, let me know. It needs to be someone that understands my vibe too, understands Laravel, understands PHP, which is a little bit difficult, okay? Reaver, thank you so much for the subscription on Prime, dude. I really appreciate your support. You are awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. By the way, chat, we are now also on Kick. Okay, I've been looking into this platform, kick.com, and it's honestly, it's a good one. Okay, and I'm currently streaming over there. I'm going to give you the link. I think this is the link, right? Let me double check. Yes, it is. I'm going to give you the link so you guys can check it out if you want to. Okay, here we go. Kick.com, my YouTube channel too, there on that platform, and I think I will probably using it a little bit. Nuno Silva from Azores. Dude, I would love to go there, honestly. I have never been in Madeira or Azores, and I would love to go there. If you have literally PHP developers over there, or JavaScript developers, or web developers in general, let me know when I will fly there, honestly. I would love to be there and just spend like a week over there. Not necessarily just, walking or anything, just trying the food and being able to work remotely from there. I would be down to do that. Okay. Diabal is saying the following: I would like to know how to edit, but I need to get better at coding, drawing, design rather. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm using canvas.com. It really just works. Hey, Luigi, nice to see you, man. How you doing? Andrea is saying the following: thanks for your work. Thank you, dude. Thank you for saying that, for taking the time to say that. It's actually important to take the time to be kind to people, and I appreciate you doing that for me. Luis Coase is saying the following: review my pull request. Well, if it's here, I'm going to review it today, okay? I do have a few things to work on today, so let's just get started, I guess. I want to fix the font because it's just so big at the moment. I'm okay with the theme, I guess. Yeah, the theme is sexy already. Let me change here the font a little bit. I'm going to go a little bit smaller because I'm actually grinding, so I need to go smaller, okay? Let's go here with a 20 for now. Here we go. Okay. So I had something in progress the last time I worked on this plugin, which was the accessibility issues. So basically, I want to be able to go to a website and tell you if you have accessibility issues. And that's the issue I'm going to work on today, to begin with at least. This live stream should take 2 hours or more, actually, because I want to actually tackle all the past 4 issues today. So it's the only time I have today, so that's how it'll do. Kristen just became... Kristen just became a premium sponsor on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Coach is asking if I bought a new streaming camera yet. Dude, can you not see it? Like, seriously? This is a much better streaming camera. Come on, write on the chat if you see the differences. If you see that this streaming camera is much better than the previous one. Please, for God's sake, tell me that this streaming camera is better, because otherwise I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. There is a difference? What do you mean? It's a good difference or a bad difference? It's better. Oh, fuck yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Can you imagine if you would tell me something like it's just, it looks like the same? Oh my god. That would suck a little bit. Anyways, thank you, Thomas. Appreciate you saying that. You are on 360p? Why is that? You should be able to be on 1080p actually. Your camera is great. I can see your teenage pimples. Teenage pimples? What is even that? All right, let's work. So no accessibility issues. Is this even working? Let's see. Okay, let's create an accessibility issue. What is an accessibility issue, by the way? Let's see. Create HTML with an accessibility issue. Oh, would be kind of cool if this is detectable. Would be kind of nice. I don't think it will be, but let's see. So no accessibility issues. Let's run this to see how it goes. Because I barely remember where I left this. So this is, Tony, welcome to the live stream. This camera is Elvato Facecam Neo, I think. Hey, Puyapa, welcome to the live stream, man. Nice to see you. So apparently I can provide an impact level. Let me just provide here an impact. Minor, for example. Oh, here we go. HTML must have a length attribute. Okay, so this is the feedback. For accessibility issues found, documents must have a title. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, this will allow me to work on this a little bit. So basically, TLDR, Oliver from the Laravel team worked on this no accessibility issues assertion, which actually works as expected. In my work today is kind of come up with a nice default for this, but also a way of allowing people to provide a different impact on accessibility issues. Oh, Carlo, thank you so much for becoming a premium sponsor on my YouTube channel. By the way, chat, if you want to get access to all the VODs, you currently need to be a premium sponsor on my YouTube channel. Mainly because most of my live streams right now will become eventually YouTube videos. So if you want to see the raw thing, like the entire thing, you can just become a premium sponsor, and that literally supports my channel. Oh, Twitch sub, indeed. Twitch sub also works. It's the same price. Oh, you love the new screen layout? Thank you for taking the time to say that, dude. Appreciate it. It took me like literally 2 days to come to this state. You guys, I don't know if any of you streams, but you guys would be surprised to see how much time it takes to actually set up a scenario like this. You see these rounder corners, corners right here? Just literally took me like an hour to do. You need to add a filter in an image mask, and you need to create like the mask in the different program, and you need to upload it. It's just so difficult, literally. Explains, welcome to the live stream, dude. Nice to see you. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno Maduro. I am a PHP Laravel developer. I love what I do. Today we have a very chill and relaxed live stream about open source. I'm going to actually work and do some open source myself. Okay. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to set up streaming, but once it's done, it's done. So I'm just hoping that nothing breaks now, because actually in the between, Streamlabs just ships breaking changes. So every single time they basically just, do an update that breaks like some of the scenes I have. So hopefully they won't change anything. There's a couple of things I have done. Let me show you real quick. So now we have the starting screen, which I will show you in a second. Here we go. So that's the starting screen, comes with some music, but also some animations here and there. This is the chat screen. Basically, every time I want to chat with you, have a conversation with you, full screen, this will be the scene I will be using. Comes with a chat right there, comes with a number of subscriptions on YouTube, comes with the main sponsor of the channel, but also comes with all my other social medias. And by the way, I'm not sure if you guys are fans of short content. I'm also now on TikTok and Instagram, just publishing shorts all the time. So basically, like you see, like all the videos on YouTube, I just go there, take like the 3 best moments, and I condense them into a 1 minute thing, and just upload them to my TikTok and Instagram right there. So this is the chat scene. Then we have the coding scene, of course. This is where I spend probably most of my time at the moment. And yeah, kind of the scene I will spend like 99% of the time of every live stream, but also every video. Like if I record a video, this will be the scene I'll be using. Then we have 2 more, okay? We have 2 more. We have the pausing one, which will be this one. Okay, super simple. Break, taking a break on the top with a minute one, and then we have the ending one. So if potentially this live stream would end up right now, this will be the scene. So as you guys can see, it took me a while, but I'm really happy with the result. Puyapal is saying, oh, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Off V1 is saying the following. How old are you? I'm 35. Thank you for asking. And I've started my career when I was 25, actually. 25, yeah. I took a master and I went to university too. Diabel is saying the following. We are really grinding on your short content creation. Dude, just, something we need to understand is that, I'm a millennium myself. Basically, I've grown up on Twitter. Then we have the Gen Z, which is basically super into YouTube and, also jumping into short content videos like shorts and TikTok and Instagram. And the new generation, they don't even look at Twitter anymore. They don't even look at videos, to be fair. They don't look at live streams like this. They just want to see like very short videos of 1 minute and just scroll it. So I kind of need to be on those platforms too. You know what I mean? Someone is asking if I'm a middle or a senior developer. Well, I'm actually a staff developer at the moment. Okay. So if you look at, I don't know if you guys know how engineering in general works, but like you have obviously, a software engineer. Okay. And then there is some companies who do level 1 and level 2. Okay. This is the way it works typically. And level 1 is what you call junior developer. Okay. So if you are just jumping into your first job, you are a software engineer level 1. Then you jump into level 2, and then you jump into senior software engineer, which some companies also do levels, others don't. But then you have senior software engineer. Finally, you have staff software engineer, which is my current role at Laravel, staff software engineer. And the final one is principal. And this is if you are following the IC track. Okay, IC stands for individual contributor into a company, and typically this is the way to go. So if you are a software engineer and you will be a software engineer all your life, this is a track you will be following. And of course, there is also the management track, which sometimes you may see like lead software engineer or lead management or whatever. So this is the management track. Is a track that I don't follow myself, and so to answer your question, I'm a staff software engineer. Yeah, there is the term junior does not even exist on a company, Jim Beef is saying the following: I updated my Laravel app from 10 to 12. Should I refactor and use your streamlined application structure? What is your opinion? I don't think you should refactor. In general, refactors are a bad idea. Okay. I do think, though, that if you don't have a great tooling pipeline in place, things like Rector, Latastan, Pint, you should probably work on them. Those is what make your project really modern, you know? Buff VF is saying the following: which are your thoughts on switching to another language like Golang or Rust? So I don't think like I know Go and I know Rust too. I know those two languages and I work with them, but I just I just on my daily job I actually just do PHP. And just to be honest with you, when you reach some level of on the software engineer area, you look at those languages as tools basically. Pretty much everything I do with PHP I could do with Go too. So it's not a question of switching. It's just something you also know. Singo is saying the following: any chance you make your past live streams available for a non-member user? I don't have that in my pipeline. No, and there is a reason for that. Okay, the reason why previous live streams are not available, it's because they actually affect the viewership on my main YouTube channel. Meaning that if I were to make this live stream public on my YouTube channel, people would be suggested with content of 2-3 hours, which I don't want. That I don't want some random people click on some random live stream of mine and see shitty content. So I make those members only, so then only my great videos, the good ones, actually get suggested, and then people will actually see good content of mine. Okay, thank you for asking that though. AJ is saying the following: it's not Monday. Go offline and spend time with your wife. I have done it already, so I'm chilling. El Paz is saying the following: how to know when you are ready to say I'm senior? Well, typically that you get promoted within your company, If you work alone, of course, you don't know that. If you work in a small team, you also don't know that. But if you work in a company with, a sizable amount of people, you get to know, if you are a senior or something else, because you guys need to have, kind of titles. Gibel is saying the following: that's why many people are only stream only on Twitch and make a second YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't think I have the viewership yet to make a second YouTube channel. I'm gonna think about that. I don't know. FedEx15 is saying the following: I see you are using Laravel Herd for development. What is your relationship with Docker? I don't use Docker. That's it. Not a big fan of Docker. People try to sell me Docker as something easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to work with. Easy saying the following: hey Nuno, I love your content and I love Past4, really amazing. Can you tell devs why they should focus on testing? Because people prefer unit tests instead of writing. Any advice on that? Especially with the AI coming, tests just became more important than ever. In the sense that, if you don't test your apps, I'm not sure if the AI is actually doing a great job. So I feel like testing with AI these days just became even more important than before, because it's kind of the only safeguard you have between within having AI kind of screwing your code and having a good feature. So I like that. C++ is saying the following: did you meant grinding in your title? Yeah, I did. Why? What is my title? Oh my god, did I screw my title over? Let me see. Grinding. Oh my god, so bad. Can I change this? I don't even know if I can change this. Jesus Christ. Did I also tweeted like grinding? Oh my god. Open source grinding. Can I edit this? I think I can edit. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Why this allow me to put Does greening even exists? It does. That's why it was not. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! All right, let's fix this real quick. Greening is the process of creating grids. Oh, seriously? Oh, like in Tailwind CSS? That's crazy. All right, give me a moment, chat. Okay, so how do I even edit a title? This is the first time I'm editing a title, so bear with me for a second here. Okay, so I'm gonna click on where do I even click on? Okay, maybe here. Edit title. Here we go. Okay, so on YouTube is fixed. Next will be Twitch. Oh, on Twitch is good. Like, what the actual? Why on Twitch would be good, but not on YouTube? That's really weird. Anyways, it's fixed, chat. I don't know what's happening. Oh, how about Kick though? Let me go here real quick. On Kick is also broken. Okay. How do I even edit the title on Kick? I have literally no idea. Customize channel maybe? I have no idea, man. Okay, I guess Kick will have the mistake, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea, chat. Let's ignore that for now, I guess. We grinding, let's go. It actually makes sense since you are doing PHP code. Oh no. Oh, watching from Ethiopia? That's awesome, man. Welcome to the live stream. E-Instance, thank you so much for the subscription on Prime, dude. I really appreciate that. Oh, DBL fixed it. Thank you, man. You're awesome. Thank you, thank you. So you can actually edit my titles too on Twitch? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Do you think there will be any feature to integrate AI into unit testing? I am 1000% sure that past PHP will have an MCP server. It just makes sense. Like, if you think a little bit, wouldn't it be cool to kind of give AI a quick way of writing a test to see if things are working? Instead of actually to type everything, just a quick way of testing things. And I think like past PHP will have an MCP server. So just need to give it a try. Adrian is saying I like the new Facecam format. Thank you. Appreciate it. Took me a while to configure this, so appreciate you saying that. Jim Beef is saying the following. I'm able to go back and rewatch. Not yet. You cannot do that, no. I've disabled that. It's intentionally too. Just in case I leak something, so. Yeah, past MCP will, I need to work on that. Potentially would not take a lot of time, honestly, but and it will also work good with Boost, with Laravel Boost. Just need to think a little bit about that. How exactly I will do that, Yeah, today I'm going to work on the browser stuff, so you guys will have to help me out a little bit, okay? Okay, the goal is, a lot of people talk about enums as being a good API for methods, but I actually don't like them. I'm going to tell you why I don't like them. So if I go here, and want to type assert accessibility issues, I feel I don't have good auto completion to understand to type the level, and I actually need to import an enum on the top of my file to be able to use this method, and I don't like this. I don't like to be able to have to import an enum all the way top to do this. So ideally, we would have like 3-4 various methods that will just basically call this enums behind the scenes. Okay. Let's just think a little bit. What do we have here? So we can call this method with just to get accessibility issues that are critical. How many do we have? Serious, moderate, and minor. Okay. And this will kind of move to be translated to a rank that then gets used by the x.js, which is the library I'm using today. Tingo is saying the following. Hi, Nuno. I have made some custom tests for model testing, tendency tests, and would you suggest making it a package? Absolutely, especially if you have not done any Laravel package yet. I think it's a great opportunity for that. Niming saying the following. Hi, Nuno. I'm wondering how to handle jobs or even job chains with the action pattern. So you just basically call your dispatch jobs within your action itself. Agent is saying the following. Assert level 1 true. Yeah, that's an idea, indeed. So what do you think it should be the default, though? I don't even know the library. Let's see. It's called axe.js, I think. Let's search for it. So this is the library I'm using, axe.js. Accessibility engine JavaScript library. It comes with various rules. Okay. And I should see like a level here or a rank or something. I don't see a rank though. Let's see role descriptions. So what this is doing behind the scenes. Oh, okay. Miner is a default on the pull request. Well, actually, this is already merged, you know. And I think the default, when I talked to Oliver about this, is that I wanted to make the default not miner because the miner was just too invasive, you know. If you run a certain accessibility issues with impact miner right now, every single website on the internet will have accessibility issues, you know. So I want to come up with some good defaults that are not annoying, and then if people want to go higher, they can actually just use, you know, some other method. I appreciate those emojis right there on YouTube. Those are awesome, man. Hey Jeffrey, today we are cooking. We're working on open source. That's it. That's the only thing we are doing at the moment. Okay. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do. Streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today is exceptional. Streaming on Sunday. If you enjoy my content, go all the way up and just basically click on the subscribe button. Okay. Hey Andrew, nice to see you, man. Welcome to the live stream. But yeah, so let's think a little bit. Let's start with the beginning. Are we happy with this method name? I was wondering if we could type assert accessible, you know. But I feel like accessible doesn't translate to accessibility. So maybe not accessible is not a good idea. We already have a few methods, which is worth to mention. So we have things like assert no JavaScript errors. We have assert no console logs. VF is saying, I know you from the start of my career. Oh, thank you, thank you. You'll be surprised that a lot of people don't know me, actually. So, you know, you probably have seen me on Twitter, but to be fair, a lot of this new generation of developers, they don't even have Twitter. Twitter it's basically social media for old people. This is difficult to understand, difficult to swallow too, but it's just the reality. You don't see kids these days using Twitter anymore. They just look at Twitter and they just say, "What the fuck?" That's like social media from back in the days. So, you know, I kind of need to introduce myself because a lot of people watching me on TikTok and all those various platforms, they don't know me. Assert accessibility, I don't know, man. Because of the other things, like we have no JavaScript errors, no console logs, kind of feels that I should do this. No accessibility issues. Yeah, plus Elon Musk is now running it, so another red flag. It's probably one of the reasons why I'm on various others platforms at the moment. I'm streaming on Twitter though. All right. So, by the way, Shet, one of you asked why I'm not running background music. It's intentional, meaning that I've been thinking a little bit on the streams I follow, and I actually don't like to see streams with background music. I found the background music, if not always, annoying, basically. So, yeah, no background music on my live streams. Also, allow me to be a little bit more focused. So, I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you for taking the time to say that you like Past 4. Appreciate that. Jeffrey's saying that there's a little bit of delay on YouTube when comparing with Twitter. I think that's expected. It's just normal. I may start using no delay at all on YouTube. I need to, check if it will even be good. Mike is saying that I also like the pace without the background music. Yeah, me too, man. I feel like, feels less chaotic too. And I also like, it's kind of weird to say, but I really like to watch streams where when people are typing on a keyboard, things like this. So without music, you guys can listen to my keyboard too, and also my mouse and everything. Ooh, Tifsy is saying something really interesting. Assert no critical accessibility issues. I like that one. So you think it should be this. Assert no critical accessibility issues. What the others would be, though? I'm assuming we do that. No serious, no moderate. I kind of don't like this enum to begin with. I think this enum shouldn't be here. Because then what's the difference between critical and serious, Because they almost feel the same. Maybe we should just use the levels. What do you guys say? I'm wondering where the levels come from. I think they come from the violation itself, meaning that there is actually levels on the underlying library we are using. Where can I find the documentation about this? Oh, here we go. Assert everyone can use this. That's a good one. Okay, I don't even know what this is. Yeah, I'm going to be back. All right, let's keep it simple for now, maybe. Let's use the level. So I'm going to remove this impact situation. So we don't need this enum. So I'm going to go into source, click on enums. I'm going to remove this impact enum. Let's not use this. And then I'm going to maybe create an accessibility issue level, which I like more as an enum. So let's go here and type the following: accessibility issue level. Okay? .php. Let's go all the way top, and maybe let's just copy some of the boilerplate we use for enums, just right there. So strict types on top, and then the namespace enums, and this will be accessibility issue level. And as you guys can see, I'm not using like a lot of AI, especially for open source. I barely use AI. Something I've been noticing is that AI struggles a lot with context, meaning that it's very good in terms of making demos, making toy projects, but once you actually start feeding some real world project with hundreds of tests, hundreds of files, it's just slow and slows you down too, and just fucks the vibe also, I love coding. I love being here with you all coding, and I feel like with AI, it just sucks. Imagine if I would just go to the AI on the top right and just asking stuff, and it's just boring. So let's not use AI for this. Search level, that's an option. Yeah, I think I'm going to use issue level for now. I think issue level is a little bit better. Okay. Adrian just told me the axe ranks. Thank you, man. Roger is saying love from Barcelona. I've been there twice, dude. I love Barcelona. Beautiful city. Oh, thank you for this. Okay, we have level 2, level 1. Interesting. This is really helpful. Yeah, let's not use this naming, because this is like difficult to grasp. I feel like I wouldn't know the difference between critical and serious. With levels is a little bit better, I feel. Okay? So accessibility issue level, and we have, what do we have? We have level 1, okay, level 2, level 3, and level 4. Okay, this is what we have at the moment. Let's go back into make console assertions, and let's kind of replace this with accessibility issue level. This will be just level, and by default, let's go with the previous critical, which is level 4. Okay, and bear with me for a second. This won't stay like this. Okay. This will be accessibility issue level from violation impact, and this will be just value. All right, this should give me the same output as before. Easy peasy, bam boom. We already have similar enum. We don't, not yet at the moment. Undefined variable impact. We don't have this anymore. Oh, we don't. We actually have just level. Here we go. Oh, can I... Wait a second. What did we have before this? I'm confused. Oh, right. Okay, so this will be level. And this will be level value. Is this a property? No, it's not. Okay, cool. And this will be... What does impact has, though? Let me type here, dd. Oh, interesting. So this serious thing actually comes from the underlying library itself. So this will be just serious, and then okay, so level 0. Let's go all the way top. This will be minor. And then we have moderate. We have serious. And level 3, which will be critical. This will be level 1. Okay. And then we need another method below, which will give me back the level. Perfect. And I'm going to use that right here. And this can go away. So this should give me the same feedback as before. Undefined constant level 4. Yeah, we don't have that anymore. Now it will be level 3. So I just want like the most critical things. Here we go. Hey Simon, welcome to the live stream. Today I'm working on some open source grinding, basically making sure we have accessibility checkings on past browser plugin. So that's what I'm working at the moment, and you are free to stay. Okay, some grinding basically. Okay, John Sugar is saying the following: you can have an assertion for each level plus an assertion for all. Yeah, I think that's probably what I will end up doing. That's a great idea. Starts with 0. Oh, thank you, Luigi and Adrian. Appreciate that. What is your AI workflow, personally and professionally? My AI workflow at the moment, it's kind of simple. I just use Juni when I have to, and I also use ChatGPT for various questions, you know. But I don't use AI that much, you know. You would be surprised. Hey gaming, I would love to understand that language. I cannot. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, subscribe my YouTube channel, man, if you want to see more content like this. So basically, this is like India time at the moment, right? I see some of you being from India. What time is in your place at the moment? What time is in Ahmedabad at the moment? Roger saying love from Barcelona. Love that city. Made the contract with Hugo. I probably don't have enough money to pay Adrian, man. Probably. Okay, so assert no accessibility issues. That's good. What type of things can we do? So how would I would love to use this? Let me think. Assert no accessibility issues. Would I would like to use this way though? I don't think I would. Do we have anything besides the level in the level of critical? Level 3 results in several barriers for individuals with disabilities. Oh, same goes with this one, to be fair. Oh, wait, what? Serious issues may take organization vulnerable for legal action. I had no idea about this. Jesus Christ. So level 1 is like stuff where the end user would appreciate the fix, but it's not necessarily just that bad. And level 0 is like, it's stuff that is not even working, so. I look so HD? What do you mean? How good it is? Let me see. Let me go to my own YouTube channel and see how good it actually looks like. I mean, it is okay, all right? It's not that good. Let me see the other scene, though. Let me see this one. This one is the one I want to actually see. Let's wait a little bit. I'm curious to see how good actually is. Oh my god, really looks good, man. I love it. I love it. Much better than before. Tony is saying the following. Can you move the video layer a bit? No, I think this is just perfect. Trust me. I have done my best to come up with the best places for putting things, and this is like not covering anything you would like to see. Trust me. Your camera is excellent. Thank you. It's a Elgato Facecam Neo at the moment. Augment has a plugin for PHP Storm. Oh, okay. What is Augment? I don't even know. No accessibility issues, level 1. Yeah, I think we are going to play with this level thing, And let's maybe like give the level, let's make the level 2 probably like the default level. And I guess we are going to accept an integer here instead. I think the integer is just the best one, So something we can do is just come here from this and just do level equals to this and just do try from that level. If we can't find anything, let's go to the higher level basically. Okay, so this will be level 3. Let's do that. And this will accept an integer now instead. So let's type here integer level equals to the level 3 value. Exactly. Can I do this? It would be kind of nice. Oh, this can accept the string too. Here we go. What is the, here we go. Okay, perfect. Let me see how does this feel. So if I type level 0, I have pretty much... Why the hell do I accept even a string to begin with? Let's fix this. This feels broken. Oh, right. I forgot about this. Okay. Let's make a static factory real quick. So this will be public function from level, actually. Why is it complaining? Oh, because of this. How about now? It's still complaining. Oh, not well pined. Perfect. So this will be try from level. Just like that. Oops. And if you don't have anything, you give me null back. Perfect. And here I'm going to create another public static function for the default value. And the default should be level 2. I'll just type here default level. I don't think I'm able to call that. I'm going to just provide the number instead. Feels a little bit better. So default level, again, it's a level 2, which is just the number 2. Here we go. Okay. So if you give me something, I'm going to accept it. If you don't, I'm going to just use a level 2. And then I create accessibility level issue from the level 2, which will work. Otherwise, I'm going to just use a level 2 as well. Okay, this should work. Let's run the playground test and see how it goes. Okay, so level 0. Let me see if these levels are actually something I would understand myself. Can I understand, like... Yeah, I think I can. So level 0 is like, okay, the minimum acceptable to make this work. Nice. Level 1, which is, a little bit better. Perfect. Level 2 will start complaining about some shit. In level 3, it's really like the most critical stuff. It's weird that it's working, though. What do I have here? Okay. This will be the serious one. Yep. This will be the moderate one, and this will be the minor. Okay. Yeah, we're using an integer instead of the string. Thank you for saying that, Tony. Dibel is saying, can we have an ASMR coding stream when it can only you typing? That's a good idea. John Sugar is saying, I use past expectations in my PHP unit test. Have you heard others using that? Yeah, I've heard. Basically, you can use past PHP just because of the expectation API, and that will just work. Adrian is saying, as people know from PHP Stan and Ractor start with low level and just they bump it. Yeah, exactly. So PHP Stan level 0, and then they would bump it to level 4, for example. What if no? How do you know the max level? That's a good point. We probably should give an exception, right? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So let's try from that level. And if we have null, let's just throw something. That's a good idea. Thank you for that. So if level equals to null, do we have like an expectation a little bit better for this? Let me see. Option not supported. That's a good one. Should I create a new exception? I think yes. Or no, let's just reuse the invalid argument exception. I think that will work for now. Accessibility issue must be between 0 and 3. Okay, cool. So if I give something like this will throw something. Here we go. And if I give -1, which doesn't make any sense, this will throw 2. Nice. I don't know, man. I feel like this exception is a little bit better because if I do the from, that will throw an exception on the enum level, which I don't know if it says anything about to the user. I kind of want to keep it simple like this. You got the level of scale wrong. We need to fix the critical issues first. What do you mean? Oh, it's the other way around? That sucks. Okay, let me try this then. I'm going to give level 3. This should just... I don't understand why it is not complaining, though. I'm visiting the main endpoint. There's a bunch of issues with this. I think I have broke something here. Let's see. Maybe I have them the other way around. It might be that. Okay, this will be level 2. However, my own level is... This is wrong. Hey, what's up, Linus? Socials are covering the terminal. You guys don't really like that one, really? Let me see. Let me see if I can do anything. Okay, so this social's on the top or the bottom left, right? So I cannot have an animation. Where should I put them? Do you guys have a suggestion to put them? I don't want to remove them, so let me think a little bit. What is this? It's literally moving. Oh my god, I could use this, honestly. Oh my god, Streamlabs is so fun. Oh my god, I'm literally learning with all this stuff. Above you, next to you, I don't know. Above me is the chat, you know. Keep shifting them. I don't know. Let me think. I mean, another option is the following. Okay, let me move this. I'm gonna move this socials like right here. I don't think I like them right there though. They're just too big. I can make them smaller though, like this. Yeah, I can make them smaller. Let me think. I can make it like this, and then next to you is least likely to have code under. I know. So you mean like right here, for example? Top right. No, I don't like top right. Mm. I mean, I can put the shed even more higher, but I think the shed in the right middle is like perfect. Let's put it here for now. Let's keep it here for now. What do you think? It's not perfect, not ideal, but it does the job. Bottom left and 50% off screen. What do you mean? But at the bottom, reduce the editor size a little bit. Right top of subscribe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it here for now, and I will think about this. Okay, Shad. I may make it moving a little bit. You know, I need to think about this. Let's keep it simple for now. Okay, so let's just finish this. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay here all day. So run plug run test. This is working. Level 0 is not working. It is not working. Level 0. But this is like the other way around, I think. Because if I run level 0, I want like the bare minimum done. So this is literally the other way around. Mm-hmm. Bam, bam, boom! I cannot wait for the beginning of the week. You know, at Lara Valamona, I actually work on different stuff starting next Monday. Meaning that I'm going to actually work on AI stuff starting next Monday. So I'm super excited about that. Super excited. You guys, I'm going to see me working on various projects at Laravel that use AI, and that will be super exciting. Okay, Adrian is saying level 0 should be critical, level 1 should be serious. Okay, let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Minor. Okay, like this, Adrian. Let's see now. So yeah, it is working because I'm providing level 0, which complains about not having a title, which is, you know, it's the minimum I can have. I mean, all projects should have a title. Let's do that. Let's actually write lang, a head, a char set, a viewport, a title 2. Let's have a body. It says hello world. Let's close the HTML. Okay, still one issue. Let's see. Document should have a main landmark. What is a landmark? Serious. Okay, should have at least one? Okay, I didn't know about this. Let's have a footer, for example. Will that work? Document should have one main. Oh, one main. Okay. I need the main one. Let's add that one. Okay, so now it's working. I expect if I bump to level 3, this will complain about other stuff. And it doesn't. Okay, let's try to understand why. Because things like, let's add a button, for example. Let's add, for example, a button. And let's make this button not accessible. You know? Again, not accessible at all. Yeah, a lot of problems on this button. Let's see what I have now. So level 0 will not complain. How about level 4? Level 3, actually. It will not complain either. Let's DD the violations real quick. None. Interesting. Well, if it's none, it's none, actually. So I can have a text, I can have a button without text, for example. Oh, of course I cannot. Here we go. And this is a critical issue. If it's a critical issue, it should be detected by any level. Here we go. So if I give level 0, for example, this will detect that too. Yes, in level 3, same thing. So confused. Jesus Christ. Very likely that the problem is just this small condition here. So let's see the violation rank, but also the level. Yeah, this is the other way around. Exactly what I was saying. All right. Cool. So this button violation will appear on level 3, but also on level 0. Here we go. Now, I guess the question is, what is a minor problem like this one? Minor level 0 indicates bugs that are difficult to reproduce or they occur not always. Okay. What is the level moderate, for example? So we need to reproduce a level 1 to see if the level 0 will not report it. Exactly. Agent is saying make an href without no slot. That's a good point. We can try that. So let's make a button with a label, for example, and let's make a link actually with a label and with an actual place to go. Close me, for example. Do we have anything? We don't, and we don't have anything either if we do this. Here we go. What happens if I remove this area, for example, and we don't have anything? This level 3 should complain about this. Sorry. It doesn't. Like, what the actual fuck? I'm gonna dump violations all the time so we get to see them. Otherwise, this may be confusing. None. Okay, none? That's not expected already. This should be the other way around too. exactly? Let's remove the title, for example. Is the title considered a real problem, though? Let me see. Is a real problem for level 3. It is a real problem for level 0, though. It's not. All right. We do have a reproducing case. So not having a title on the page, it's not a problem for level 0. It might be a problem for level 1, which it is, but it's not for level 0. It's not a critical problem, basically. Okay. It is a minor problem. That's why it complains about level 1. Perfect. So we do have something that reproduces the problem in the way that I want to. And the default is level 2. So it will complain about not having the title. Perfect. Now let's go to a real website to see if we find accessibility issues. Let's start with laravel.com perhaps. Okay. So laravel.com, what it does complain on the default level. Let me see. So it fails. Complains about so many shit. Again, what is the default level? I think I want to make it level 1. That was a mistake. Okay, still complains on level 1, I think. Yes, it does. About other stuff, though, which is annoying. Axe is already running? What do you mean? Oh, the actual website has Axe on it? That would be crazy, chat. By the way, chat, how is doing your Sunday so far? Are you guys having a happy Sunday? Is everything going all right with you all? Yeah, I need to double check what happens if Axe is already a dependency of that website, because it's something that actually may occur, you know? So what I'm going to do is console log window Axe on this website. And we don't have anything. Interesting. So why would this fail, though? Hey, Peak and Flow, nice to see you, man. How you doing? Nice to see you. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do. Streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today, exceptionally, we are streaming again. Just because I have some open source grinding to do. The reason why this is running twice, it's because I have this internal retryable loop inside. So I think I'm going to have to disable it. And I think that's a method from page without or something like that. Let me see. I think I have used it on the screenshot assertion, I think. Or maybe not. Why would that happen, though? Axe is already running. Use await Axe run to wait for the previous run to finish before starting a new one. That's interesting. Playwright is still running? You think that might be it? I mean, it should just close the browser, though. No, it's not it. It's not running. Hey, Thomas. Yeah, I do work for Laravel, indeed. So I'm a Laravel core team member since the early days, 5 years ago actually. That's crazy to think about. That the last time when I started with Laravel was 5 years ago, which is insane. Clap, 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 clap. Okay, I have an idea to debug this. I'm gonna dump stuff here just to make us double check if we are not rerunning that evaluation. Because it might be the case. Here we go. Exactly what I was expecting. Okay. So internally, actually, I do retry things. So I need to find a way of not doing that. Okay. Oh, I think I have an idea. So here, what I will do is they have access to the page itself. I don't. What is page to begin with? Is this little thing. I think I have a solution for this. I'm going to go to a waitable web page and I'm going to go here to a very interesting non-awaitable methods. Here we go. Assert. And the name of this is accessibility issues. It's non-awaitable. Okay, this should fix it. Here we go. Much better. Okay, so it does complain about contrast, which is, I don't know, it is expected. What do you guys think? So this is going to laravel.com and it's complaining about contrast a bunch. You shouldn't complain about level 0 in the sense that we have a title, we have here we go, the most important things. How about level 1? So level 1 will complain about contrast. Do we want that? I don't even know. Elements must match minimum color contrast. Yoshi is saying the following. Laravel as a framework is pretty feature complete. So aside of all the new splits of things, what is left of beagles of the framework itself? I don't know, man. You need to ask that Taylor itself. But there is a lot to do. There is a lot of problems to solve. Obviously, AI is one of them. We want to make Laravel the most productive framework on the AI ecosystem. So that's one of the things we have as a goal too. That's only when we show on level 1. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with level 1. Let's keep the level 1 by default. How about like cloud.laravel.com? So this is a website I have done, okay? Let's see if we have accessibility issues on level 1. We don't. I think this is good. I expect to see a few on level 2 though. And we do. Yeah, kind of expected. Timeout exceeded. This is interesting because the very first visit will take a little bit. So here we have to do something, chat. We have to wait for the page to be loaded. So what I will do here is that I'm going to go to assert screenshot matches, and I'm going to copy the code I have there. So we actually wait for the state of the page to be ready to be, so we can execute that script. So maybe we can just, we're going to try this too. If it doesn't work, we try the wait too. We wait for a second, okay? Let's do that. So we wait for the state of the page to be loaded. We wait for the function to be complete. Why this is complaining though? Okay, cool. Let's see now with Laravel Cloud. Okay. Still timeout 2 seconds exceeded. Why? We can increase the timeout, I think. What if this exceeded timeout exactly? Let's run with -v so we can see exactly where. Wait, what? So line 35. Okay. Tony is asking if I use Prism PHP to interact with AI. Not at the moment. So Laravel Boost was done without using Prism at all. There is multiple things you can do regarding AI. It doesn't have to be interacting with a, a provider at the moment. You can actually do something like Boost, for example. Okay. Luis Cruz is saying, I think it's failing on the visit. Oh, we can actually do dash dash debug to debug that. So we can type dash dash debug, and this will open a browser and just tells us why this is failing. You cannot see it, and one of the reasons why it's taking so much time, it's because of the animations and things like that. Okay, so those are literally things that take more than 2 seconds to load. So what I think I will do is I'm going to tweak the timeout before within this method. Okay. Let me just first make sure it's actually timing out on. Let me remove the debug. So this should time out now. It's timing out on the visit. It's on the visit. So here what we can do is tweak the timeout a little bit. And I think we have a method for that. Call it using timeout, I think. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Play route using timeout. Do that callback. So before evaluating this, I'm going to just call playwright using timeout. And then I'm going to give, a 5 seconds timeout perhaps. And I'm going to execute this evaluation inside. And get back the array of violations that way. And hopefully this will work. This is an external URL, which just takes more as a definition. Still 2 seconds. It might be because it's an external URL and wait, web page line 60. There's so many magic here, Jesus Christ. Oh, wait a second. Is the screenshot missing? Okay, well, that's a problem. Because we always do a screenshot, but the screenshot is actually timing out. Therefore, we don't see the original exception. That's crazy. Okay, what we can do here is we throw an exception from that. But if all this crap inside fails, so this is what we're going to do, Shab. We're going to do this. Browser exception equals to that. And we're going to try this. And if something goes off rails, you just throw the original exception. Much better. You just throw the original exception. Too much magic. I know, Shab. All right. It's crazy. Yeah, it was failing actually while reporting those violations, but then it was failing on making a screenshot, because every time I throw an exception, I actually make a screenshot of the page on that current moment, but that was making a timeout because we are doing like external visit. So that I just basically improved that code real quick. What a nice name on screen. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you guys talking about? What happened? What did I miss? Tony is saying, what kind of Harry Potter are you? So many magic. Dude, it's just crazy. This package right here is so magical. Like this playwright integration is so magical. It's crazy. Boost is amazing. Yeah, it's an amazing project indeed. It was Ashley, by the way. Just Ashley. That was the only person working on it. So the annotation of the screenshot matches thing. Oh, because he saw Adrian. Let me see. Let me see. Sort screenshot matches. No. Yeah, it might have been on a different annotation, but yeah, you can see the blame of who worked on it, you know. And obviously, like on the screenshot stuff, you worked a bunch. So here we go. Adrian Nuyemberg. You should come to the live stream one day, Adrian, by the way. You are welcome. By the way, Shed, if you guys have any suggestions of people that you would like to see on the stream, you just let me know, and I will bring them, okay? All right. So where are we? So we were working on the playground example, and we found two level. Let's see if the level 1 is not broken. It shouldn't be. Here we go. But the level 2, it should be broken. Okay, so there is accessibility issues on cloud.com. Let's see what are those accessibility issues. How many do we have to begin with? It is so many. We may have to truncate some of them, I think. That is crazy. So it says the following. Some page content is not contained by landmarks. What does this even mean? Do you guys know? I may have to ask ChatGPT. Let's open Juni real quick. Let's go to ask mode. What means when running an accessibility test? Gotta make that question real quick to Juni. But I have literally no idea. Yeah, most of the issues are the same. Like some page content is not contained by landmarks. Some page content is not contained by landmarks. Okay, Juni is doing his thing at the moment. Oh, here we go. Let's see what he says. The audit is telling you that some visible or meaningful content on the page is not enclosed by any landmark region. Landmark are semantic regions to help assist tech screen readers. Oh, okay. So basically, gotcha. Interesting. If any content lies outside those landmarks, it becomes harder to read or to find and navigate. So basically, we don't have that article thing. So therefore, the screen readers cannot even visit Laravel Cloud. That's interesting. Hey, Gabriel, welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you. I am Portuguese indeed. I do live in Portugal, and I do speak Portuguese too. So a landmark is a header, a banner, or things like that. And because we have content that lives outside those, that might be a problem from screen readers. Interesting. Faster, Juni, the chat is faster than Juni, indeed. Okay. So I guess, this is working good, I feel like, I guess we can write some tests for this real quick to see and ensure this is working as expected. So what I will do here is I'm going to reset this file real quick because this file is just used for testing, basically, okay? So I'm going to type git status. This will give me what is changed so far. And I'm going to type git add-p. However, I'm going to reset art the tests.playground.php. So git reset. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to reset this file right here. So the other ones will stay the same, hopefully, or not. Like oh, here we go. Perfect. So what I want to do now is I'm going to work on making tests for all of this because we have new stuff, right? So what I will do here is go to tests, and I'm going to search for a test for this if we have any already. Potentially we don't. Let me see. Playground test. Assert no accessibility issues. Do we have a test for this? And of course we don't. And I'm wondering if we don't because I literally changed the method name. I'm going to check the original pull request real quick. So I'm going to open this. We have a pull request already merged with this code, which is accessibility testing. And I'm going to double check if Oliver did some testing on this, because if not, I will have to do it. And he doesn't have any. Okay. So I'm going to just go here to this web page.php, and I'm going to type assert no accessibility issues test.php. And I guess what we are going to do is test each level, I guess. So let's test level 0, for example. Okay. And to test the level 0, what we're going to do is come up with problems for all these levels, okay? I'm going to import this facade all the way top. And I'm going to create a route for this. And I think this should already complain. Tests, browser, web page, assert no accessible issues test. Here we go. This should complain on level 3, for example. Here we go. Do we want to add the failure? Yeah, I think we do. Yes. So level 0 passing. Let's do a level 0 failing. Yeah, we are reinventing the levels too, because I feel like if you want to do level 0 for the most critical stuff, level 1 for the serious one, level 2 for, you know, the nice to fix things, and level 3 for the latest one, I feel. Gabriel is asking if I can speak Portuguese with you. If you want, you can make your questions in Portuguese on the chat, and I will answer them on English if you don't mind. And the reason for that is because all my audience is literally on English at the moment. It's the only, you know, it's the only kind of way of communicating with everyone. So you probably can write in Portuguese, and I feel you can understand English real quick. By the way, chat, 8 September, we have Evan Yu on the channel, okay? The creator of Vue.js is literally coming to the channel. 8 September, I need to prepare like the full interview. I need to work on that as well. You know what, chat? I'm gonna let you guys pull request this test right here, okay? Because it would be annoying now to come up with rules for all of this, and I feel like I want to move fast and forward. So let's actually commit this stuff and move to the other pull requests. This should be solid enough, though. We won't learn Portuguese this way. Give me a moment here, chat. Okay, we do need to, well, to be fair, we do need to fix styling issues. Let's run Pint. And parallel. Parallel should just become the default mode now. Do we have PHP standing issues, though? We may have a few. We have one just. Yeah, but that catch, of course, because I'm literally catching this and then throwing. Do I want to ignore this for now? I guess I do, because if I cannot make a screenshot, I kind of want to throw the original issue. So let's PHP stand ignore this for now. This should do it. Here we go. What else do I have? Let's run the entire test suite. 1 second. There we go. Let's run the entire test suite and see how it goes. Gabriel is saying that my English is bad, but I can understand well. I feel like a bunch of you guys are just afraid of speaking English in the sense that your English doesn't have to be perfect so you can communicate with other people. Like the very first time I spoke English, um, my English was not perfect at all, and I was still able to communicate with people. So you just have to be good enough to communicate with people, and that's it. And honestly, nobody will make fun of you on this stream for speaking bad English. So it's just a way of trying to, you can practice your English here with us. And I know this affects a bunch of Brazilian people in the sense that in Brazil, everything is doubled in movies and on the television. So you just see literally Portuguese all the time. And in Portugal is different. Everything is like literally in English. So that's why probably I was so good in English in the early days of my life. Oh, PHP stand. Let's just go here. Rector is complaining. I'm going to just type composer lint. So that run rectors too. Here we go. And let's run the entire test suite once again. I don't know how to say anything in German. I think it's 9. Marcel Posio taught me how to say 9. I think that's the thing. I don't even know. I did hang out a bunch with Marcel Posio at Laravel Live Denmark. That was a fun one. I don't speak Croatian at all. Spanish, I don't know, man. There is a lot of similarities in Spanish and Portuguese, meaning that if you were to speak with me in Spanish, I would understand, but I wouldn't be able to speak. Ilium is saying that you missed catching the E on the catch. That was intentional. So we have one failed test, literally just one. Which test it is? I think at some point we need to truncate the number of issues, because we should just say and a few more. Oh, the playground needs to be fixed. Yeah, we don't need this. This is the playground precisely to don't do anything. There you go. Okay, this is good. And this should be passing too. Yes, almost. Oh, just this. Perfect. So let's type git commit -m feat, and the name of the method is assert no accessibility issues. So I'm going to push this. There we go. So next step is documentation, and then we tag it. Oops, not this one. Okay. So this goes to browser testing. Let's just go here to make it quick. I'm gonna search for assert no console logs. Gonna copy this real quick. Gonna create a new temp.md. Okay, I'm gonna search for what would be the category of this? Would be within smoke testing, I think. Yeah, assert no smoke. Definitely within smoke testing. And I guess like we could give an example here. So no smoke, no console logs, assert no accessibility issues, and on the place we have no smoke, which will be all the way down, here we go, we would have right after assert no JavaScript problems, we would have no accessibility issues, and right here it would have no accessibility issues again. The search there is no serious accessibility issues on the page. Okay, that's the very first one. By default, the level is 1. Serious, you can change it to 2 or 3. This is the other way around though. This is no, it's like this, yes. To one of the following levels. So level 0 is critical issues. Level 1 is serious. Level 2 moderate. Level 3 minor. Perfect. Do you want to give an explanation on those levels though? I think I want to. So let's just basically use some of this. Okay. The level 0 critical is not the most strict. It's precisely the opposite. Only reports issues that are critical for accessibility, such as missing. Let's see. Severe barriers with individuals with disabilities. Yes. Okay, level 1 includes all of the critical issues on top. Issues. Level 0. And it adds issues that significantly impact accessibility. And that would be it. Yes. Level 2, moderate, includes all the serious issues. Level 1, and that issues that affect moderately accessibility. Yes, the end user would appreciate the fix, but it's not a barrier, exactly. Level 3, minor. Should we put the legal action thing, Adrian? What do you think? I don't know, man. Should we put the legal action thing? Because that's, feels a little bit too strict, you know? Like, I didn't even know about that, so... Do you want to put that? I don't think we should. Let me know. What do you think? I think I want to put the level 2 on the no smoke. That was kind of the premise behind it, like having this mat that would just basically continue to improve. Um. All right, let's add the legal action thing. Organization. Here we go. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. This is good documentation. We can use this. So let's go now to the documentation itself. Just copy paste this. Let's preview it real quick. Yeah, this is good. This is a problem though. Okay. So one of the questions, chat, is should we add this to the no smoke or not? Because if we add it to the no smoke, I don't know. Should we? What do you guys think? Wait, where did these come from? The fuck? Oh, the message and description was suggested by GitHub Copilot. Interesting. Yeah, the legal action will vary from jurisdiction, indeed. All right, chat. Let's consider if we should add this to the assert no smoke. What is your thoughts on this? So again, the assert no smoke is something being used already by people, and people are using this to ensure their web pages are working as expected. So we check if there is no console logs, if there is no JavaScript errors. Something we could do here is add to assert no accessibility issues. Maybe what we can do is not add it now, and within a week from now, once this is out, we can just try to understand if the level we are giving by default is actually a good one. And if it is, if it's something that doesn't get reported by a lot of people, we could potentially, add it to assert no smoke. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's give it some time. Let's give it some time and see if potentially we come back into this and we add it here. Let's not do it for now, though. Okay, so we are good to go, I feel. This is good. This is done. So let's just release this stuff, okay? Let's give it a bump on dependencies because we are doing a release as well. So let's type composer bump. Actually, composer update first and composer bump. So we are running the latest and the greatest of PHP unit in past PHP. Here we go. Past PHP needed an update. We're running the not the latest version. Let's type now composer bump now. Here we go. 5 dependencies updated, and those are Symfony process, past PHP, and hemp, and everything. Let's type here yes in all of them. And let's type now composer commit, git commit, char bump dependencies. Okay, let's push all of this. So this is done. I guess the final step is actually release this stuff. We do have push to deploy on Laravel Cloud, don't we? I think we do. Let me see. So this would be on V4. We do have push to deploy, but not on the documentation. So I'm going to just hit the deploy button real quick. Yeah, I did bump Livewire, but it's a dev dependency, so we're chilling, you know. Luis Cruz is saying that my pull request might be worthy for the cert no smoke. Oh, okay. What did you had? It was the broken images situation. This is a sexy one as well. Assert no broken images. This is actually a very good one. Honestly, people should just build a SaaS on top of past PHP at the moment, because they could just basically just run past against the, against an external website. And if the test fails, they could just report it to the customer. It's just insane. And we offer all of this shit for free. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno, PHP and Laravel developer, streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today, exceptionally, because we do have some open source work to do. So this is done. This is shipped, meaning that if I go to pastphp.com, I should see that new documentation in progress. Search for, oh, it shouldn't be yet on Algolia. So I should be able to go to browser testing and see all that stuff. Assert no accessibility issues. Here we go. What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is a project that I did with Nuno Guerra, which honestly, it is a great job. The website is beautiful. Yeah, just such a great job, honestly. I love the website. Kind of slow in Safari, it feels like, but it's lovely. Maybe a bot, yeah, potentially. I don't know. All about pass, love it. I barely had any time to check this because he finished it like 3 hours before the actual release, which is insane. He actually just DM'd me at like 4:30 a.m. Oh, I just push it all the changes. It should be good. And I was like sleeping because my talk was at 9 a.m. in the morning. So okay, so that's done. Do we check any other pull request before making a release? Let's check the no broken images, how difficult it would be. So this is from Luis Cruza, which is constantly here on the live stream. What is a no broken image? Oh, okay. Looks solid, man. Let's see. So this adds an assertion with the name assert no broken images. So fetch all of the page images and check if there is no broken images on it. This is solid. And what you do too is that you have this new property which will listen for any kind of broken image, to be fair. This is looking good too. And then you have a test. So you have an image that is not an image. Perfect. Therefore, this should fail. And here you go. You expect literally an expectation failed. What is this? Oh, this is the expectation message, which you expect to see too. Nice. This looks solid, man. Let's merge this. Good job, Luis. Nothing really to say. So I'm going to merge this and just run the test suite locally to see how it goes. It's a little bit faster than CI, so that's why not do that, right? So let's type here composer test, and I'm going to also play a little bit on a playground. Let me see the test again. So assert no broken images. Do we like the name broken images though? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the method name? Are you okay with no broken images? Adrian is saying the following. In Livewire, you navigate will not catch broken images on each subsequent navigate. What do you mean exactly? GT Smith is saying the following. I like the name. It seems descriptive. No broken images. No broken images. I think I also like the name. Maybe. I mean, what other name you could have, right? I don't think... Why is this failing, though? We did a plate Livewire, but it was just a minor dependency. Here we go. Classes. No missing images. Interesting. Okay, so how many options do we have? Let's think a little bit, right, chat? Let's think a little bit. Let's go back into this assertion. So we have no broken images. We have no missing images. What else? Missing. Yeah, I think, I think I like no missing images. Which one do you like the most, chat? Broken, I don't know, for some reason. Missing feels better. What do you guys think? Yeah, I feel like I like the missing. Let's use the missing. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to just go here. I'm going to leverage PHP Storm is a great feature for refactoring, so no missing images. Expecting no missing images on the page and easily load by that. Perfect. And we can also do some improvements here. Bam, bam, boom. So this will be broken images. I'm going to just replace all broken by missing. And I think the final step is remove this bad boy and make it missing too. Okay. Assert there is no missing images. The alt will be missing. And this will be missing too. Okay. And I think now we can just run past with a filter of missing. This will run just only this test, which I think it was failing locally for some reason. I'm going to actually run the file itself, which also need to be renamed. Here we go. Tests, browser, web page, assert missing, no missing. And it's failing, no problem. Let's see why. Elias, the other name. That's an option indeed. No broken links. Okay, let's use both, chat, and that's it. No questions asked. Jesus Christ. Public function assert no broken images, which we'll call no missing images. Is everyone happy now? There we go. We good. We good, chat. We good. Let's use one here and the other one just below. Here we go. We good. Elias trap. It's fine. Everyone happy. Here we go. All right, what else do we have? We have a failing test, which I'm going to run with debug. I'm going to try to understand what's happening. It might be because of lowercase, uppercase. It's definitely missing. Oh, now it's working. So this, we may need to use the other technique, like the expect page to be loaded thing. It's clearly working with the debug. Let's see. Is this one working? Like always. Let's see. Poo, 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 poo. Let's repeat it like 1,000 times. No, this is the one failing. Okay, let's see why. Asserts that there are no missing images. So we fetch the image itself and we put it on data. It's because the image is huge, it's taking forever to load. Oh my god, it might be that. So here we need to wait, do the other trick again. No problem. So let's just type here assert no accessibility issues. Let's add this over there. Okay, how about now? Here we go. Perfect. Something I do to understand flakiness is that I run this small thing, call it repeat, and this will repeat that test like 50 times. If one of them fails, we have a flaky test. So this is running like 50 times right now, which may take a bit because each one of them was taking half of a second, I think. Yeah, I mean, with browser testing, you need to be really careful about flakiness, and especially on assertions. If you need to wait for things, you just have to wait for them, basically. Oh, 9 of them failing, actually. Interesting, meaning that it's simply not enough. How do we wait for data to be loaded? That's a question for ChatGPT. One moment, chat. In JavaScript, how ensure an image is loaded on the data attribute? Any global thing I can use, like waiting for state? That route get is kind of magical. Just ignore it a little bit. Assert that an array is empty. What is this? Let's go all the way top. This just might not be enough, basically. Okay, one moment. Oh my god. ChatGPT is basically telling me that it might be actually more tricky than I think because there is no global helper that will basically wait for all data attributes to be loaded. Mm. So I don't know if there is anything else I could do here. I'm waiting for the page ready state to be complete already. Obviously, I could use the wait thing, but I want to try to avoid that as much as possible. Let me see. Because the waits, they will always look that they are fixing flakiness, but they are not, you know? Let me run just 10 tests, for example. Not this one. All image formats, what do you mean by that? Let me see if this wait kind of fixed the issue. The thing is that sometimes resources, for example, an image may not depend on the network tab. It might be just, you know, a base 64 image, for example, and that's not any network heavy related. Okay. I think I'm gonna revert this pull request because it doesn't seem to be fully ready. So Luis Cruza, if you could just pull this locally and just try to come up with something for this. And obviously, like this test right here is flaky, but also in general, try to come up with a solution where you would run this test like 1,000 times, like this, before each, and just repeat this like 1,000 times, and make sure that those 1,000 times are always working, no matter what we do. Okay. So what we'll type here is git reset ard. Okay. And then I'm going to use the GitHub UI to revert that commit on the repo. I'm going to just go here and revert changes on commit. This will be just revert the commit and we are all good. So that being said, I should be able to just pull here and we should be able to be good, and we don't have any accessibility, any missing or broken images method anymore. Meaning that we are good to do a release with the accessibility feature on it. So let's just go here, and I'm going to click here on the... do we have a changelog for this? We don't, because it's a past PHP 4 level, the changelog. So what we can do here is type git tag dash list. This will give me the latest tag, which is 402. And I can just type now git tag 403, which will be the new version. And hopefully, something I do a lot is just chain here compare. And this allows me to compare what is exactly I'm about to tag. And it's 12 files actually. Okay. So bump in dependencies, which looks good. I am loading now a dependency to be within the package itself. Various modifications on the core, including the over method. So this is new. We need to documentate this too. Do we have this documented? We may don't have, meaning that I do need to documentate that too. Let me see. Yep, not yet documented. So we need to do that real quick. Let's type here temp.md real quick. And let's search for, I think it should be close to the click, basically, right? Should be able to, close to the click thing. Wait, what? So we have assertions and we have clicks. Here we go. Yeah, I want to put this close to the click for sure. We have type, select, uncheck, attach, press, drag, and then over right here. I'm going to search for drag. Here we go. And I'm going to just put just below the small over. The over method drags or hover an element with a given selector. Yes. And it should be it. Do we need anything else? I think we don't. I'm going to just copy this, go here, and just real quick edit this file again. You might be questioning why I'm doing this on the GitHub UI directly, and there is no special reason for that. It's just basically because I want to be able to just show you guys without changing projects on PHP Storm. Hey, Izzard, 4 months, man. Thank you so much. Tier 1, man. You are absolutely awesome. Thank you for your support, man. It's fine, Luis Cruz. Appreciate your pull request, by the way. Okay. Tony is asking if I use Stream Deck. I don't. Well, I actually have one Stream Deck. I just don't use it. By the way, chat, if you are enjoying today's live stream, go all the way top, all the way down, actually, and click on that subscribe button. Okay. Does the over method takes 2 arguments? I don't think it does. Oh, good point. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Overs the... Thank you, thank you. Overs the... Over method hovers the given element. Oh, thank you for bringing that to my attention. Okay, so this is done. We can go back and just keep working on it. So we have the over method, which is new. We have the new accessibility method, which is important. We have the geolocation one. In this one, I'm going to not documentate for now because this will come with... So basically, TLDR, this is a long story, but I'm going to try to explain you why I will not talk about this yet. Okay, I'm going to make it like it doesn't exist yet. Okay, there is a reason. So geolocation, in general, I think it accepts like a latitude and longitude. Here we go. So you are able to come here and just provide something like this and, you know, that, okay? However, why would you use this? Technically, you want to use this to visit the website from that geolocation. And I feel like nobody knows the latitude and longitude of Newark or the latitude of longitude of Portugal. So it wouldn't be nice if you could do something like from Portugal or whatever. You know, you are visiting this website from Portugal and assert C like a given title in Portuguese. But if you are visiting from Newark, you assert C the title in English, and I think it would just be much better. Okay. GT Smith is saying, I submitted the pull request with the city name stuff. I appreciate that. I don't think we'll have time today to check on that, but I appreciate you have done that. But ideally, like, this is the way we are going to do the pull request. And I think GT Smith is just saying that he just made a pull request with the city stuff. We're not going to cover that today, unfortunately. It's already a little bit late. But I appreciate you doing that. We are going to cover that in the future, okay? I'm not a fan of enums for method names. So you see, when you use like something like from, I feel it's kind of annoying to not have good auto completion on this. I'm going to give you an example. Here, for example, you type visit this on, and you just type iPhone, and you get like this nice auto completion. You know what I mean? Just right here. And I feel like if you were to do something like on, and then you have, okay, well, I need to import an enum. Which enum is that? Oh, it's called device. All right, good. Now I need to, you know, it just feels annoying to have to import this class all the time. And just in general, not a fan of enums as a public API, basically. I use them internally a lot, but just, you know, just not a fan of that for that, okay? All right, so let's tag this. Is this tagged already? I don't think it is. No. So let's just copy this and just type git tag and then version 3. Okay, so this is done now. We can just push tags. And I think we were over with the changes. Yes, we were. Geolocation test. Nice. Over test. So basically, we don't talk about the geolocation method yet. It's there. People may find it, but we just don't talk about it yet. Okay. So that's done. The last piece of the puzzle is making a tweet about this. Okay. So what we can do, you guys are not ready. We have just shipped accessibility testing into past 4. Just type assert no accessibility issues and done. Enjoy. Let me run this on ChatGPT real quick to make sure there's no typos and crap like that. Yeah, GT Smith, that pull request feels a good one, by the way. It's a shame we don't have time to other pull requests today. We can't use browser testing at the moment, and the PL raise it solves that. Not a problem. Obviously, I appreciate the work on past. I appreciate you saying that. Basically, I will work on that when I find the time for it. It's very likely to be this week. Okay. Adrian, I may give you access to the repo. Do you mind if I give you access to the repo and you just take care of this urgent stuff? I feel like the iframe one, we just have to agree on the API. But if you are okay with the internals, I'm okay with it. Okay, this is the suggestion from ChatGPT. Let me show you. You are not ready. Let's remove this crap. We just shipped accessibility testing into past 4. Just type assert no accessibility issues. And let's give it bam, bam, boom. You're done. Enjoy. All right, this is cool. Let's add a screenshot real quick. Do we have a good screenshot for this? I think we do. Yeah, let's make one. So visit my landing page. This will be like this. Page assert no accessibility issues. And let's maybe like let's type this just below. So we can explain that there is actually levels. Defaults level 2. But there is also level between 0 and 3. My landing page with what? My landing age. Oh my god. Thank you, chat. I presume it's 21. Do you guys think that I don't do mistakes as well, man? Everyone does mistakes. Why it does not default to level 1? Oh, it does default to level 1. Apologize. Here we go. Yeah, I will probably make a second tweet about this. Indeed. Actually, we can just screenshot the explanation of the levels. Yeah, I will do it after, but I will screenshot the explanation of the levels. Documentation is so big at the moment. I wish I could just condense all of this to a single one. Here we go. Yeah, I'll make a tweet for this. We could, though, just explain this. Okay. All right, chat. I think this is good for a screenshot. Ah, stop complaining, Pint. Can I just... Oh, my God. Oh. Perfect. Okay, so that being said, it's missing the actual tweet. Let's go here and do this. And do this. All right, this is a tweet chat. You all know already, we just shipped accessibility testing into PEST4. Just type a certain accessibility issues, bam, bam, boom, you're done. Enjoy. We can just do something below. To find more about the levels, please check out our documentation at Bababoom. And what else? And then a screenshot, a link, huge. Let me say thanks to Oliver all the way top. Thanks, Oliver Nabroi, for helping us out with this. So this will contain a screenshot with a link and the documentation itself. So I'm going to just go here and just point to this place. This we can make it a little bit better. Here we go. And this one, we can also make it a little bit better. Or maybe not. It's literally complaining already. Let's keep it like this. Okay, I think this is good enough. Do you want to give an example? Yes, level 0 will complain about basic stuff, missing title, HTML title, etc., and so on. Level 2, yeah, and so on. Let's keep so on. Yeah, it does default to level 1 indeed. So it's just below. Let me run it on ChatGPT real quick. Just correct grammar. Tweet getting long. Yeah, it's all right. It's no problem. Adrian, can you copy paste that message? But like, well, actually, I will just copy paste it. I'm gonna actually just do it here. I'm gonna so much hire Adrian, like literally. Once I actually have my own shit, the first thing I'm gonna do is hire Adrian, like literally. Okay, level 1 totally prevents. Let me do this. Access or use from people. Level 1, the default. Some users really struggle. Big usability problem. Level 2, still usable, but structure or flow are to follow. Level 3, doesn't block use but makes things unclear or slightly harder. Great ChatGPT. I don't like the period. Yeah, the period needs to go away for sure. Okay. I think this is good enough, Chad. Y'all not ready? We just shipped accessibility testing into PAST4. Just type a certain accessibility issues and bam, bam, boom. You're done. Enjoy. Thanks, Oliver Nabouri, for helping out with this. And I'm going to remove this. We don't need this anymore. Way more than enough. Yes. All right, Chad. I'm going to post this. That's it. We good to go. We good to go, Chad. There we go. You guys are going to help me out with this. No, the levels didn't get reversed. Well, they did, to be honest, meaning that the level 0 will only report critical issues. The level 1 will report serious issues too. Level 2 will report moderate issues. And level 3 will repeat like literally all of them, including minor ones. Okay? So we did inverse the levels that come by default with axe.js. Okay? So that was a fun stream, Shad. We got some shit done. Appreciate you guys helping me out. And I think that's it for me today, Chad. I'm gonna have some nice food, and I think I'm gonna rest for the rest of the night. Maybe play some video gaming. Maybe work on editing because there is literally one editing to do. On I want to do a YouTube video with the name Laravel Developer Tries Next.js, and that will be my live stream from last Friday. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for being around today. I will catch you guys tomorrow. So tomorrow we have another live stream coming, and it was super awesome to be with you all today. Let's rate someone as usual. So as you may know, every time I finish a live stream, I'm just going to rate someone. Rating means basically sending all my viewership to a different Twitch channel. We do have online. Let's see. We have Daniel Art, and I think that's it. There is not a lot of people doing PHP in Laravel in JavaScript. Let me search for Laravel. No Laravel developers on Twitch. How about JavaScript? None. How about PHP? Nobody is working on Sundays, only me. Let's rate Daniel again. And I guess that's it. All right, Chad. Love you all. Catch you guys tomorrow, okay? Peace out. Enjoy your rest of the Sunday. Bye bye.